Obama has been taking pains to tell people that he's not a Muslim. And the problem is that if that's true, it certainly gives the opposite impression. But I'm not sure. Are you sure that that report is accurate? I haven't heard anything to that effect, and it seems that if that were so, that it would be getting quite a bit more currency than it seems to have been. In any case, certainly what we do know, what is established from his actions, is that he's adopted a warmly positive view toward the Islamic world, which is based on the assumption that if there is any conflict between the United States and the Islamic world, it is the fault of the United States. And he seems determined to follow that out as a policy.
Mr. Spencer, we have a call from California from a lady. This is the one she needs to host you in a TV show, in channel called Hope TV. She needs to ask you a question. Go ahead, Nadine.
Yes. Hi, Mr. Spencer, and hi, Mr. Nabil. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
I'm very good. I'm very honored to be with you today and talking to you. We wanted to ask if we can invite you to share with us a few things, because we also believe in fighting and trying to stop Islamination in the West.
Well, I'm all for I'll be very happy to help in any way I can. And I'm glad that you are fighting this, and honored to stand with you.
Exactly, because I'm myself an ex-Muslim, and I used to be an insider, and I know what they teach and what they say and what their plans are. And I'm trying to let others hear from the insiders who were in Islam to hear and understand the plan and the deceiving they are planning to deceive the West with, you know?
Yes. It's a very sophisticated form of deception, very complicated, and most Americans are not aware that they can't even conceive of a deception on the scale of which we are witnessing now. And so it's very important that this kind of thing be exposed. And thank you once again for your work in this field.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
Would you like to ask about something else?
Yeah, I would like to ask him, do you think, Mr. Spencer, that we need more people like us to wake them up? Are they aware, or what else is stopping them from being,
Being aware of the problem? Most people are not aware of the problem because they're not being told about it. The mainstream media covers it up. They cover jihad activities as if they were separate, discrete insurgencies, militant incidents, and so on. They don't talk about the jihad doctrine. They don't talk about Islamic supremacism. And so it should come as no surprise that people don't really know those things exist. And so they're not aware of the threat because there's a concerted effort by the mainstream media to cover up the existence of the threat.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Spencer. I'm looking forward to, having you and really to interview more. And we really want your voice to be heard more and more. We need people like you to stand with us, and especially also with the Coptic Christians who are being prosecuted in Egypt, and with every Christian all around the Middle East who are being prosecuted by Islamic Sharia law.
Yes, thank you. I look forward to that as well.
Thank you so much, Mr. Spencer. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nadine.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nabil. Thanks.
Mr. Spencer, I need to take you to the play. I called it as a play on a stage with Bill O'Reilly, when he tried to express about his opinion about the terrorism and the attack happened to America on September 11, and two of the hosts left the show and get inside. Is that the manner should be happen on American TV or on the show in a country that the First Amendment of the Constitution say freedom of speech? If Bill O'Reilly is wrong, why they let the show? Are they converted to Islam? What happened? Or the Constitution being changed since Mr. Obama in the White House? We need.
Well, the left has bought into the idea that there is nothing to do with Islam, that is that the jihad attacks of 9/11 had nothing to do with Islam. The left has bought into this idea as if it were a religious dogma, even though there's no foundation to it at all. And so what Bill O'Reilly did was he stated the opposite. And the two women who left the stage, they knew they don't have any comeback because they don't really have an intellectual position. They don't have a foundation for what they believe. They just know that O'Reilly had overstepped a line that they've been taught not to overstep. And so they couldn't do anything else but walk off the stage because they didn't have any comeback they could possibly make. But they knew that they had to register their disapproval. This shows the intellectual bankruptcy of the left and their Islamic supremacist allies. They don't really have any way to respond to the arguments that their opponents make. And so all they can do is abuse their opponents or try to silence them or affect moral indignation the way these women did with O'Reilly.
Mr. Spencer, we have another call coming from New Jersey. Dr. Zalama, Dr. Esmond Zalama, he needs to ask you some questions. Go ahead, Dr. Zach.
Oh, hi, Mr. Spencer. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
Okay. I guess we have started the good start. What's the status now?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand that. We started what?
The whole American society now. Well, the American society have already opposed the putting the mosque by ground zero, and we have started a good start. Are we still on?
As far as I know, the mosque at ground zero has nothing stopping it. It's going to be built. The politicians are in their pocket, and the media elite, as well as the political elite, they are all for the ground zero mosque, and so there's nothing stopping it. The only thing is that the will of the people is still against it.
How about making the lawsuit and getting the restraining order against the city of New York?
Well, the only thing that could happen, I think, at this point is what the candidate for governor, Carl Palladino, candidate for governor of New York, has said that that he could declare eminent domain over the property and take it for the state, for a compelling need for the state, and make it into a memorial for the 9/11 victims. Now, that would be fine. The only problem is that Mr. Palladino has very little chance of actually being elected governor.
I see. All right. Now, I guess the Islamophobia basically which has been spreading all over Europe, and I assume that's righteously so. Is it the same impression among the American public with the opinion that Islam is a violent religion and the Sharia cannot cope with the common law of the United States?
Well, generally, most people in America, whenever there are polls, they say that they don't think that Islam is a violent religion. This is, of course, what they're told all the time by people on television like Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and others who don't really know anything about Islam, but they are repeating what they're told by Islamic advocacy groups. And so the problem that we have is that most Americans don't really have any idea about these issues still, as we were discussing before, because there's a deliberate attempt to confuse the issue and to obfuscate the real sources of the problem among the mainstream media. And so it's most Americans don't know that Islam has violent teachings because most Americans are being lied to about it.
Probably it is remarkably will realize that right away. But needless to say that, they crumbled the World Trade Center building, and who knows, the next attack could be nuclear, and that could destroy millions rather than thousands of people. So